Hi everyone, I'm Andy Hankey from the beauty department here at Marie Claire. I'm here with actress Brittany Snow to talk about our new partnership with Coppertone. You were telling me earlier that you're from Florida, right? Can you tell me a little bit about growing up in the sun and your background with, sun protection?
Right. Since I grew up in Florida and I'm very obviously fair-skinned, sunscreen and sun protection was always really important to me, and it was instilled in me very early on by my mom to constantly be putting it on because I would burn really easily. And so it was something that I was always aware of and grew up with. And then when I got older and started wearing makeup, it was really important to me to use something that was lightweight and didn't feel like it was an extra weight underneath my makeup, something that was too tacky or sticky. And so when Coppertone Clearly Sheer came to me for a partnership, I felt like it was a very genuine one because it was something that I have always used and also something that I feel is really necessary.
Right. So I feel like most people's qualm with sunscreen is that it feels goopy and sticky
And it
Can you-
smells awkward.
Can you tell me, do you use this on your face?
There's a face Coppertone Clear Sheer, and then there's also like the aerosol can, and then there's also the one for the body too. But yeah, you use it on your face before you put on your makeup, and it goes on completely lightweight, and it doesn't clog your pores, which is a huge component because we all know that sunscreen is probably, the idea is that it would be problematic.
So, say you're going to the beach versus like a normal day on set. What's the difference in SPF? I mean, do you think that there should really be a difference? Do you wear the same high SPF for both? What's your idea on that?
I generally always wear the same SPF, and it's just more about the frequency of which you when you put it on. Because if you're going to the beach, you're sweating, you're in the water, and I think it's really all about reapplying and making sure that it's constantly on. I feel like when you're inside, you don't really have to worry as much, but I keep some in my glove compartment in my car as well, just in case. And so I think everybody has their ideas about SPF and what works for them. I'm not here to tell you what you should be doing, but I think that it's really about making sure you have the coverage you need.
Right. What was I going to say? What are some of your favorite skincare tricks on set that you've learned from makeup artists over the years that you love?
I guess some tricks would be, a really weird one is when in doubt, taking off your eye makeup and your mascara and things like that. I never have eye makeup remover when I'm in a pinch or like when I'm on the go. And so somebody told me if you have coconut oil, that works really great. But also, worst comes to worst, you put like a little face lotion on and it comes right off. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but it works.
Right.
And sometimes I want to get all of my makeup off right away, and so I feel like that is something that works for me. That is a fun little trick.
Right. So I feel like in the beauty industry, when I think about SPF, so many times the emphasis is on skin damage and looking your best and not aging. But so often we forget about, skin cancer and melanoma and all the fears and risks associated with getting too much sun. Being in the public eye, do you feel kind of an obligation to, get the word out there about skin protection and working with a brand like Coppertone to be a good role model?
Yes, I think it's really important. I think it's something that a lot of people, especially growing up, you don't really think about. You kind of just go out in the sun and you don't really realize what it's doing to your skin. Luckily, I was always it was talked about a lot in my family because of my family's history and also because I lived in Florida. But I'm just trying to be me. I don't know if I'm like a role model for skin cancer necessarily, but I feel like it's really important to always have protection and also use something that you trust, which is a brand like Coppertone.
Okay, great. And so you're saying you grew up outside a lot in the sun. What are some of your favorite activities to do outside to stay in shape, to have fun?
Well, I grew up in Florida jet skiing and boating and things like that. A lot of lying around sunbathing, which was a huge sport from my mom. She loves that. And then for me, that sounded like she does nothing. She's gonna hate me. But but she loves laying out way more than I do. I get bored, but she will lay out all day. But I think for me now, I run outside and I have a dog and she loves being outside. We have a yard, and so we play outside a lot, and I host a lot of lunch and dinner parties and things like that. I try to get outdoors as much as I can because it makes me feel good.
Great. Great, and I see, okay, so we've got 4 products here. You were saying that we've got the SPF 30 for the face. Can you tell me a little bit about the other products that we've got from Coppertone?
Right, this one's more of the like aerosol, which is kind of coverage that you can just spray on and go sort of thing. I always opt to do this one, which is the, like, you actually rub it on, because I, maybe in my own head, feel like it's covering more. But when you're in a pinch and you're about to go out and you don't really have time to have somebody do your back and things like that, you know, this isn't a good way to go. So.
Well, great. So as you know, Brittany's been in a lot of roles where she sings and dances, so we thought that we'd play a little game to see how many dances she actually knows. So I believe our intern is going to pull from a couple dances, and we're going to see if she knows them.
Awesome. So the first dance we're going to see if you know is the Twist and Shout.
What's your password?
Spring 2016.
Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows their password.
Okay, Twist and Shout.
I mean, yeah, I think everyone knows that one.
You can do it with music if you want.
Oh, I just did it. You guys missed it. I did it.
Got it right. Okay, let's do next one.
So another one we had was the Jitterbug.
I don't know that one.
The Jitterbug, okay.
Jitterbug. I don't know it. I don't know it.
Andy, maybe you should demonstrate.
Ooh. That seems really fun. But I do not know that. That's a lot more than just the jitterbug, though, what's going on there. There's through the legs, there's over the head.
So do you do a lot of dancing to prepare for your roles? Did you grow up a dancer?
I did. I grew up a dancer, but I stopped when I was about 16 or 15 because I moved to LA. And then for Hairspray and Pitch Perfect, I've had to dance, but I wish I had kept it up because it's actually been a useful thing to know, but I'm not as good as I once was, that's for sure.
Right. Let's see, our next one.
What about the Bunny Hop?
I mean, isn't that just hopping?
What about Teach Me How to Dougie?
Oh, yes.
Isn't it?
Oh, right? No, you're like, I feel like somebody said the other day that it's basically just a more elaborate hula, like hula. If you're just like.
You are requesting the salsa also.
Oh, right. You need a partner for the salsa, right? It's all about the hips.
So another person said, do you have the same go-to dance move that you showed us a few years ago? I don't know exactly what you mean by that.
It's this my signature dance move. I think what they're talking about is this. It's like a party dance move that I do. Oh, I haven't done it in a really long time.
I think you got to show it.
It's probably good that I haven't done this in a while because I said before that the only reason I've done it is because I've been drunk at parties. So the fact that I haven't done this in a long time is good for my health. But it starts like with the robot, and then you go like this, and you're like this.
Oh yeah.
And then you hit your hand and you pull the bow and arrow.
I don't know if I can do that one.
And then you lasso the person in. Yeah.
That's great.
It's intense.
That's a whole routine.
Yeah, I didn't mean for it to be. I don't know. It just like kept being added onto, and then by the end, there's an entire dance, and everyone else is like, "All right, go on."
I bet there's a dance circle around you at that point.
It's just me by myself, crying, doing it.
All right, so should we do any like one last modern dance move? Maybe the WAP. Do you know that?
I don't know what that is.
How do you not know the walk?
I'm not cool. I don't know.
With Miley in the panda suit.
All right, we'll just look at that last one.
You said that to me like it's like the.
I think all the kids are doing it.
Oh, the kids. Well, I don't know the kids.
No,
I love that. I love this song. I don't know.
There's a whole.
Oh my! I could do this. I'd be so much cooler if so many more people. What? This is a dance routine?
Oh yeah.
Okay, if I could do this and really well, I wouldn't even be here right now. I would be on tour dancing for Usher. With Miley.
Great. Let's see. Do any of our Facebook readers have any other questions?
Let me see. Oh, someone asked, can you imitate other people's dance moves from the Pitch Perfect cast, like any of your co-stars? Do they have a signature dance
Rebel
move?
does that. That's her go-to. We saw her the other day doing a Little Mermaid, and she just like kept touching herself, and that's her thing, which is really fun.
Works.
That works. Okay, we have one other question. What is your favorite song right now?
There's a Flume song called Say It that just came out. I like that one.
That's a good one. Cool. Well, I know you're busy, so we can wrap up.
Great. Well, that's all we have for today, but make sure that you wear your sunscreen when you go outside and check out the new Coppertone line. Thank you.